following podcast contains spoilers for the book chosen and may include spoilers for other books in the same series. The participants of this podcast have also been drinking a lot. The participants of this podcast are professionals and did not drive home until sober. Please, drink responsibly.
You're gonna puke.
Read! Drink! Blackout!
Shh! I'm trying to read.
The
difference of what?
He said tarantula.
Yeah,
ready?
I don't know the words of the song.
you ready?
I
That's
assume.
what I'm saying. The difference.
No.
Are you ready?
No. You
It's
must
called-
understand. I don't know the words. Drunk or sober.
Are you talking about the words to Deo, Banana Boat song by Harry Belafonte?
Yeah.
Damn, is so welcome to Blackout Book Club. We talk about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, picked by Jacob.
Have we started now?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Did we say the next book at the
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
For the love of Beebledy Boop.
I had
More like Beeble Brox.
That wasn't his name, but you were close.
Beeble
What are
Brox.
you
That's it.
drinking, idiots?
Beeble Brox.
No, it was Beelds of Brock or something.
It's Beeble Brox, bro.
No, there's
Beetle
definitely a
Brox.
Z in there. I promise
Beetle
you.
Brox.
I'm Googling it. Like, I'm
Speaking of
gonna look it up in the
which,
book.
what you drinking, Tom?
I'm drinking. Oh, shit. I don't know. I threw the bottle away. It's some kind of sour beer. I don't know. Just do it.
I like it. Nailed it.
Oh, man. I'm about to just rail Jake up and down this place
Yeah, up and
by
down.
telling him it's Zaphod Beeblebrox.
No, it's
Yeah.
Beelzebrock or something.
It's not
shit.
Beelzebub. That's the devil.
No, Beelzebrock.
Oh, my
That's the last
gosh, Jake. All right. Anyway. Hey, why are we here and who are we?
Who? I'm.
Look at this. Look. Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Fuck, I'm wrong.
Oh! It's okay. It's not like you picked the book.
Welcome
oh,
to
wait.
Blackout Book Club, where we drank too many beers, decided we were going to record a podcast based on the book we read,
lot's
and
happened.
then die.
A lot's
at the
happened
end.
since the last one. Jake had a kid. Tristan ate a kid. My new name.
I'm still sour about that.
My new
Tom
name.
is a kid.
My new name is Kid. I'm Kid Hall.
Let me undo the button on my pants real quick.
Let's introduce the characters of our podcast.
Yeah.
We got
The first character of
Jacob, the
Being
button
played by-
undoer. Jacob, button undoer.
I'm Kid Hall, being played by Thomas Hall.
and I'm too drunk to be doing a podcast. Tristan Walsh.
Hey.
Hey, I did the thing. So today we read Jacob's book, which you said in the last podcast. Apparently, I don't know.
Yes.
He doesn't even remember that
He
we
did.
did it.
I remember.
I remember. It's
You just don't
Hitchhiker's
remember.
Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide
The
Galaxy.
Yeah. Sing the song. So let's. Hey, did you guys read Hitchhiker's Guide?
I did. This is my second time
Yeah,
reading
I did.
it. I liked it.
Tom read it. He said he liked it.
Did you really read it, Jake?
Yeah, dude, I read it. It was my book.
It's Jacob's book.
Wow.
We read it.
Like
I
a
should-
Welcome to
blow
Blackout
air.
Book Club.
Right
I'm
into the
Tristan.
mic. I'm
You're
Jacob.
Tom. You're Jacob.
We already did that part.
I know. I wanted to do it again just to make sure that they knew
It's
who
his
we were.
favorite part. He's really good at the introductions.
Yeah, you know what part I hate? Everything after that.
Everything
opening.
else.
So we're just going to loop the
Yeah.
intro over and over.
Welcome to
Blackout
Book
Book
Club.
Club.
We read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Thanks
but
for
the
listening.
first thing that's important is what? Drinking. Mm-hmm. Jacob, what you drinking?
I'm drinking a combination of just water to keep me hydrated and Smith & Forge hard cider.
Hard cider.
Wow. At least we know who our female reader of the day is.
Me with my
Jacob
vagina.
is Jacob. Jacob's a female reader. Tom, why are you even alive?
I'm a
Is
man.
my question.
Because of
Smash the bottle, stab you to death. There we go.
Rene Quebec.
I'm drinking
He's dead. He's drinking his own piss,
Sea
as far as I
Dog
know.
raspberry.
It's definitely urine.
Because I
He
could
peed
not
in the
find
bottle.
something related to Hitchhiker's Guide to the
His
Galaxy.
penis fit in the top so well.
His life's terrible and whatever.
Just like
Tom, Tom,
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking, I don't know, some sour beer. Cuvée Rene.
Some sour beer.
It's titled. It's
some
from
weird
Belgium.
name.
Anyway,
It's not English. We don't know.
welcome
man.
to Blackout Book Club. Tristan's favorite part.
Did we introduce it?
Yeah,
Seven
it is like 3 times. Jake,
Because we're
Yes.
now at
tell us about this book.
Oh, shit.
Who wants to do the run through?
Did you not hit record?
4 minutes. We're at 4 minutes.
Oh, we're
Okay.
good. All right.
And
I
this is
can-
the Blackout
I can-
Book Club. We ready to Hitchhiker's
All
Guide,
right.
guys? Because Jacob want to read it. Jacob's going to explain the story.
Yeah,
So I got to take a nap.
All right, Tristan. Tristan's usually the one that does the
Usually,
explaining,
but I got to take a nap.
but he's a little extra drunk this time.
Yeah.
Due to some unforeseen drunken events.
Nobody knows.
Unforeseen.
Luckily, I wrote some notes about just what happens through the story, so I can just run us through it
not
real
water.
quick.
This sounds thrilling.
That's not water.
this
one
that
is-
was wine.
This one is. Let me take a quick drink of this delicious water.
You son of a bitch.
I didn't tell you it was water. I told you
I
it was
know,
wine.
but I
Delicious.
was like, oh, this red cup, it's clear, it's water.
Yeah, red
No,
cup.
I'm
It's got to be
dying.
water. All right.
All right.
So it opens.
All right.
Hitchhikers, welcome to Blackout Book Club. We read
Just start reading.
Hitchhiker's
Ignore
Guide to
him.
the Galaxy
So,
as per
Arr.
Jacob's
Arthur
suggestion.
Dent.
Now we're going to go through what happened.
He is our
in the
He is
story.
our lead character.
Section 1.
Arthur Dent is the character that we start off the story with,
Yes.
and he is at his house, and it is being
Yeah.
demolished.
He's pretty much ordinary in every way.
He's just an ordinary dude.
He's
Yeah.
so average,
yeah.
it's ridiculous.
There's nothing that
He's
stands out about
super
him really.
average.
Tom, did you pour this, you piece of shit?
No.
Where did this cup come from?
God.
Dude, I don't know. Arthur Dent's just like an average dude in his house.
Tom!
His house is being demolished, and he is pissed about it.
Yeah.
Let's go. I know it's not important,
What?
but I really, really liked that the demolitioner of the house was just like, ancestor of the Mongolian destruction.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he just kept like
His
And he
innate-
kept emphasizing it
He
over
had that
like
innate
2
ability
chapters.
to want to
It was just
destroy
like,
things.
Oh, he had these visions of
But-
horses. Why did he have these visions of horses?
But-
Horses.
But
that is rendered irrelevant because it turns out not only is Arthur's house being demolished, excuse me, his house is not the only thing being demolished. Earth itself is
Yeah.
being demolished
To make space for a highway.
for an intergalactic highway.
Yeah.
Which is
Intergalactic highway, which is relevant because at the beginning there was talk about highways.
yeah, Arthur's house was being demolished for like a highway also, so it's like lol random.
yep. It's all
And then
looping back.
His Arthur's buddy Ford shows up.
Oh,
who-
Ford Prefect.
Ford Prefect, who he's known for a long time. Turns
Lord
out
Prefect is Harry Potter.
He's actually from Beetlejuice.
he's from Beetlejuice.
Not the show, but the galaxy.
It's like Beetlegeist 5 or some shit.
Is
He's
that
a-
the correct pronunciation? Is Beetlegeist?
I'm just, dude. When I read a book,
Beetlejuice.
I just fucking like,
Phonetically, straight up.
I phonetically just go. That's how I'm
No.
gonna read that from now on.
Straight up, why I don't know why, but I'm convinced to this day that in Harry Potter it's Hermione.
Yeah.
Even though it's the eyes before
Even
the L.
though
I don't know.
You know for a fact that's
Yeah.
not the way it's even
Yeah,
set
it's
up.
always
correctly.
gonna be Hermione. Anyway,
Anyway, Ford's an alien who's been
Yep.
living on Earth for 15 years because he got stranded. And he's like, I'm gonna get us out of here, Arthur,
Yeah.
because for some reason I'm gonna help you out. Aren't you a
Yeah.
lucky motherfucker?
yeah,
So
he's there doing research because he's an author for
he is an author for the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Whoa, meta shit.
what?
So
a book
he's
about
like-
a book.
He's like an intergalactic.
I'm just trying
hitchhiker.
to talk about this book.
Wake-
So,
Wake up,
they
Keanu
go
Reeves.
on a spaceship because danger. Bring your towel, and then
Yep.
they're
Yeah,
on the
they
spaceship.
hitch a ride on one
They're
of
gonna
the-
get sent out the airlock, but improbability drive brings them onto Zoe Deschanel's spaceship, and then
Holy shit, dude.
they hang out.
That's it. No, he's got it.
They hang out with Zoe Deschanel
Yeah.
and her best friend, who has 2 heads and is the president of the
Zaffo
galaxy.
Beeblebrox, you owe me $1 still. Applebee's. Zapplebee's.
Beef Stroganoff
Yeah,
is
Beef
now
Stroganoff.
the president of the universe.
Of the yeah, the
and
whole
him
galaxy.
and Zoe Deschanel are now going to live. And they go, hey, Arthur, do you want to travel to this planet that is... They build other planets, and they build really cool
What's it
planets out of the other planets.
Grathia.
Oh, McGrathia.
And he's like, yeah.
Yep.
And
McGrath.
Mos Def is like, definitely.
Oh yeah, most
Take
definitely.
the towel off your head.
I can't. Don't forget your towel.
He's trying to stay alive.
Did he plan that?
He did.
Did he plan that?
Did he
But
plan that? Did he plan that?
Zaphod,
Is
as
the
the president
question.
of the galaxy,
So they
steals
go to this
the
planet.
ship.
They go to this planet at the Improbability Drive. Marvin, the fucking robot, is an asshole. He hates everything. Then they go on the planet. The planet goes, hey, we built a planet for a lot of money. Oh, wow, mice are really
He looks like
smart,
Mother
by
Teresa.
the way. Mice are really smart, by the way. Let's hang out with these mice. And the mice are like, hey, Arthur, Earth was the answer to the question.
What question?
Arthur goes, what's the question? And the mice go, question everything. Life,
The
love,
universe,
and everything in
everything.
between. Welcome to the Lone Shark Podcast.
No, wrong podcast.
And then the mice say the answer to everything. And Arthur says, well, I don't fucking know. And they go, well, shucks.
Yep. And the book just fucking ends
And
like
then
that.
they go get some food at the end of the universe. That's kind of it.
And where it ends off.
If you cut the fat,
Then they go
It
to
is-
Snack Town, eat snacks.
Nope.
You're done.
You got the-
trimming the fat in his drunken towel of stupor. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Who are the bad guys?
Oh, what were they called? The guys who were the demolition crew.
The Vogons.
The Vogons.
Nailed it.
A very,
the bad guys.
how would
like
you describe them?
big green sacks of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That works.
All right, so are we done explaining the book?
I fucking nailed it in like 3 minutes and hiccups.
You are at hiccup level
Oh,
of drunk.
God.
I drank a whole bottle of wine in the Sea Dog.
Do you want me to make you a glass of
What
water?
you drinking?
Do you want a glass of water?
What you drinking? Welcome to Blackout Book Club. First thing we say, what you drinking? Jacob, what
Holy
you
shit,
drinking?
he's on repeat.
We never said that. What you drinking?
Yes, we did.
Fuck, I'm drunk.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you did. Oh my god, dude.
I'm drinking Sea Dog Raspberry Ale.
He's dying.
You want this is the truest form of Blackout Book Club, I think.
I'm trying to drink the bottle through my eyebrow.
I mean, I'm not saying words right, but what the fuck?
Yeah.
I based it out to the book though. And like, by the way, we're at 10 minutes.
It looks like E.T.
10 minutes and we're already done getting through the book?
I
Sweet.
fucking crushed it.
Well, it is kind of like it's for younger
I told you
readers.
not to do 2 in one night.
It is
What's
for
up?
younger readers. Like the book, obviously. Like it's not very long. It's 200 pages in like big print. Like
Yeah, it's a very, very short read.
yeah.
Yes.
But
5 hours.
basically, it turns out that these like interdimensional beings that are trying to learn the answer to life and everything.
Yeah, life,
They
the
build a
universe,
supercomputer
everything.
to do it. And the answer is 42, and they're like, that doesn't make any fucking
Yeah.
sense. Figure out what the question is. And they're like, all right, we got to build an even bigger computer, which is Earth,
Yeah.
which is an organic computer.
It
Somehow-
takes what, like 10 million,
10 million
years,
years
or something?
And it turns out that Earth was destroyed
Yeah. 5
by
minutes
the Vogons
before the answer.
5 minutes before it was finished. But the answer was left in Arthur's head, and they could devise it from what was left in his brain. And they're like, we have to like basically just like take out your brain and do it. And Arthur's like, fuck that. So they just run away, and then the book ends.
I really like the way my beard feels against the pop filter.
I'm glad you enjoyed. Let me join you.
Oh, I want a beard.
Sorry, you
I
don't
hate
have.
you guys. I hate you guys.
For a
Your
beard.
facial hair.
Oh, sorry. I mean, all I got is like a chin strap and like a bitch stash. So,
Bitch stash.
Yeah, that's important, but what you drinking?
Bitch stash.
I already said
That
that.
bitch stash ale?
Jacob, what you drinking?
Would you like some water, Tristan?
Jacob, what are you drinking?
We don't drink water on
Smith &
Blackout
Forge
Book
hard
Club.
cider.
Nice. Smash the bottle. Stab Tom to death. Tom,
Ugh.
what you drinking? Welcome
Can't
to
talk.
Blackout Book Club. What do you drink on Blackout?
Can't talk. I'm dead. Stabbed to death.
That's our thing. Tom, what do you drink on Blackout Book Club? Ah, fuck.
That's exactly what I'm drinking. So, talking points.
Tom, what
I know
you
you have
drinking?
a whole sheet written down here.
Tom, what are you drinking?
Once again, half of the sheet is
I'm
just
drinking
log
Tristan's
lines
pee.
of the chapters.
It's not a beer.
Most of it is log lines of the chapters.
Jacob.
What?
Stop. We already explained what happens in the story. We skipped it. Tom, what are you drinking?
Yep.
Tristan!
Tom, what are you drinking?
Stop it!
Tom, what are you drinking?
Yep.
That's not a thing.
I'm drinking Smith & Forge hard cider.
All right, just like Jacob, they're kissing each other. Tristan's drinking Sea Dog, raspberry. Might have said that. Don't care. Double saying it. I like it. It's not space themed because of the story.
Mine's base themed.
Mine's not
Tom's
either.
is not.
It's
Yeah.
hard to find a space themed drink at your local.
I wanted to
liquor
find
store.
like a double ale space
Jacob,
stars.
can I tell you why the cider we're drinking is space themed?
Please do.
Yeah.
Hold up your drink and toast me while I say it's out of this world.
Oh!
There we go.
So what
There we go.
happened in Hitchhiker's Guide
We
to the
just explained
Galaxy?
everything
Can
that
you
happened.
go back 3 minutes and listen? All done. Here we
Boom.
are.
Here
All
we
right.
are.
What'd you guys think?
I liked it.
You
A
liked
second
it?
time around, it's still entertaining.
Even though I'm super drunk and I'm just touching my hair a lot, or lack of.
Yeah, and what's it?
Ow! I slapped
Dude,
myself in the
calm
head.
down.
It
I
ends
liked
with
it. It was enjoyable.
It ends with like, yeah, let's go to the restaurant at the end of the universe,
No,
which leads to the second
no,
book, the restaurant at the end of the
We're
universe.
not talking about ending yet because I did not like the ending. We're
Why
talking
not?
about anything before the ending, which is the rest of the book.
But that was my favorite part.
All right. So Tristan, you liked it. Tom, you liked it.
I liked
it.
I liked generally until the ending.
I didn't like it.
Why not? Wait, you picked it.
Yeah, I didn't. I've never read it. I know it was like a comedy classic. I didn't like it.
What happened? Tell me.
Jacob, why was it that you fucking hated this piece of shit?
Yeah,
Make
what he
sure
said.
Nadal. Or a
Nadal?
touchdown.
Let me Blackout Book Club, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Welcome
mean-
back from the commercial break.
If you thought I got shit on the last podcast where I talked about how I like religion, try to shit on me this time
Yeah.
because
Nailed
where
it.
I shit on the book
episode
everyone
4.
where I shit on the book that everyone likes.
All right. So begin shitting.
Okay.
Let it flow.
Here's the main issue I have with the book.
What was it?
God,
Well,
here
stop
he goes.
squeaking all over the
No!
floor.
Here he goes. Here's Jake. Go
Here's the-
ahead.
Okay.
Start pooping.
So it feels like he wrote a story in a book that was about 100.
keep going.
That was only like 150 pages.
Yeah.
And they're like, this book's too short. And then his editor was like, what if you just add a bunch of random shit that adds another 70 pages of shit that has nothing to do with anything and just tries to be funny because there's nothing to do with anything and that's funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
Do you know it started out not as a book? It started out as like a radio show.
That would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
No. Why does it make more sense?
I don't know because I'm drunk. What? Tristan is now laying on the floor just screaming into his mic. I'm sorry.
laughing. That was a ha.
It's a scream laugh. Does it say that at the beginning of your book?
No, seriously though. Why does that make more sense that it's a radio show?
It
as
honestly
opposed to a book?
doesn't. Because I mean, it could be more of like an episodic format, which might lend itself more to that somehow.
Right.
Because like episodic stuff doesn't have to have this clean narrative. This, it's not jokes in a narrative. It's just a narrative that has
I can get
random
that.
jokes
I
that
can
have
get that.
nothing to do with anything.
So
it tries to play up.
Can we go over? Did I already say what happened in the book?
Yes.
But did I mention the improbability drive?
No.
Dude, the improbability drive is really important.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
skipped over like 50% of the book.
Yeah.
Dude, I told you doing 2 in a row is really bad idea.
Well, that's why I was gonna do it, and then you hijacked the fucking podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry that I'm drunk. Go for it, Jacob.
All right. So after fucking Arthur and Ford get off the planet and hitch
Yeah.
a ride with the Vogons, and they hide out on their
Bulldozers.
ship, Zaphod Beeblebrox
Yeah.
You owe me $1.
is
President of the
president of the
galaxy.
galaxy, and they're unveiling a new ship called the Heart of Gold, which has what's called an improbability drive.
Nice.
Which travels through the
Which
galaxy.
he stole.
Which he then steals the ship, and the improbability drive is a different format of traveling in the galaxy. There's a normal warp drive, which is uses like wormholes and light speed and shit, and there's the improbability drive, which is just lol to random travel, basically.
Yeah.
It just like
It just takes you to the least likely spot.
it just
you know,
fucking goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no control.
It's like, hey, you warped light speed over
Which-
here. You're made out of yarn.
Considering it's something that goes to the least likely spot, it's a great way to drive a plot. Like, how did they get there? Oh, a freaking improbability drive.
Yeah.
Like, it somehow makes sense out of the nonsensical.
Yeah. So Arthur and Ford get fucking launched out of the Vogon ship into space, and it just so happens that the Heart of Gold shows up exactly where they are
Right.
with the improbability drive and picks them up because
Yeah.
coincidence. And then they get picked up, and It turns out Ford and Zaphod know each other.
Zaphod is cool.
Zaphod's a cool guy. He did brain surgery on himself to make him
Arthur sucks dick.
do shit.
Yeah, that's kind of boring.
It turns out Zaphod's looking for Magrathia, which is a planet
Wait,
that used to make planets.
Zaphod is also the cousin.
He's Ford's cousin,
Yep.
half cousin, or what is it?
Yeah, it's something from Beetlejuice.
It's not. It's some kind of like
Little guys.
not full cousin, but they
But
were.
they're definitely related. Blood.
Yeah, they're related in some fashion. They go to Magrathia. Magrathia like has been a ancient planet that people don't even believe existed anymore. And they go to it and they find it, and because Zaphod just fucking like knows where it is for some reason.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
don't explain that. He's just like, got it, nailed it. It's in over here.
Ah.
It's like, oh yeah, sure, why not? They get there and there's like a. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Magrathia is when they get to the planet, they get in orbit, and Magrathia sends them a pre-recorded message that's just like, "Hey, we're not currently making planets at the moment. Please come back when we are." And they're
Right.
like, "Fuck that, we're gonna go in anyway." So then there's another message like, "We're gonna nuke you," and it's like, how is that still a viable way of harming the ship? Wouldn't the
Yeah.
ship be 5 million years more advanced than Magrathia? Because Magrathia hasn't existed for 5 million years.
Yeah.
How would that do any damage to the ship whatsoever?
It didn't.
Well, no, but they were actually scared of it and they were trying to outrun it. Like it was actually gonna like fucking destroy them. And then it just turns out that through coincidence and a little random again, Arthur flips the improbability drive and that turns one of the nukes into flowers
And a
one of
whale.
the other nukes into a whale.
Which pisses you off.
Which pisses me off.
Which we'll talk about in a second.
And here's
Right
that second.
now,
Tell me
that
why.
happens. Continue the story overarching of the
So they're
book.
like, cool, we're on Magrathia. And they find a underground tunnel where Zaphod Ford and other girl who is Trillian.
So it is
Trillian,
Zoe
yeah.
Deschanel.
Trillian.
She's really not important in the book.
No, she doesn't do
But
anything.
she's there.
Yeah.
They go down
In the
thing.
movie, they like emphasize the romantic love.
Oh, absolutely. I'm
Bullshit.
sure they do. But
Yeah.
in this, she's
in
a
the
fuck-
book. She's not. She's
fucking
not
nobody.
important in book one.
But they go down into the underground. Arthur and Marvin the robot who was on the ship, they stand guard at the entryway to the underground passageway they go into. They hang out for a while. Arthur finds some old dude. The old dude's like, yo, come with me.
It comes up on some like hover ship or something, right?
He had
Yeah.
an air
Weird
car.
Air
Yeah.
car, yeah.
And they go hang out. Arthur goes with Old Man. Old Man takes him to the planet building section of Magrathia. He's like, this is where we make
Don't they-
planets. Arthur's like, why
Yeah.
the fuck are you
This is
showing me
where
this?
we
He's like,
make
don't worry about it,
entire
bro.
planets.
He shows them all that supercomputer stuff
Yeah.
I mentioned
They
earlier.
like go through some kind of like must have been a wormhole or something
I
to
think
get
it-
to that part of the
Right.
because they build worlds somewhere. So you can't do that.
Yeah,
close
they
to
go
another
they go
planet.
through like an interdimensional shit thing.
Yeah,
And
they're building a second Earth.
they're building a
rebuilding
second-
the computer.
Earth Mark II to build another.
There it is.
yeah.
And
We
the
have
mice
to-
are there
we
because
have
they
to
were the ones who
know-
commissioned the first Earth, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Because we have
It's
to
like-
know the question of life.
Right. They have the answer to life and everything,
Yeah.
which is 42, but they need the question for why 42 is the answer.
Yeah.
And then Zaphod, Ford, and Trillian, they get knocked out, and then they wake up and they talk about some bullshit that doesn't
Can we
matter.
just mention that Zaphod has two heads?
Yeah,
Alright.
he has two heads and an
Yeah.
extra arm. Who gives a shit?
Because every time
Oh,
you see
yeah, the
Zaphod,
extra
I'm
arm,
like,
too.
yeah, he's two heads. but it's
Which
like,
when
oh,
I read the
makes
book,
sense.
I imagined like two side by side with separate necks, but in the movie it was like he'd pop his head back and it was kind of
His
weird. in the
movie
movie.
was bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't like it in the movie.
No. You watched it too?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
cool. We
It
can
had
go into that.
I
Bilbo.
do kind of remember that.
Baby Bilbo Baggins in it.
Baby. Oh, is that who Arthur was?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
What's
I
his
thought-
name?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Baby Bilbo.
He was the guy from the End of the World.
Yeah.
World's End.
World's
Yeah.
End.
No.
No.
Shit.
No, that was Simon Pegg. Simon Pegg, Nick
So
Frost
Jacob,
did that.
finish whatever you're talking about.
Something Freeman.
Yep.
Who gives a shit?
Martin Freeman. Fuck yeah.
Cool. Good job. They wake up, talk about the shit that doesn't matter. Someone comes to get them. They go meet up with Arthur and Old Man, who are now hanging out with two mice, who turns out mice were the interdimensional projection of other dimensional beings that commissioned the creation of Earth as an organic,
super smart.
They're the smartest people on
they're the
Earth.
smartest. Yeah, they're the smartest beings on
With the
Earth.
second being
Dolphins,
bingo.
and then humans.
Because
which-
at the beginning of the movie, they have a song.
So long and thanks for all the fish.
Yep.
So long and
So,
thanks for all
the mice are like-
fish.
I mean, I already explained this. Do I need to explain it? Whatever. The mice are like, we need your brain because it has the last bit of information that we need
Yeah.
to find the question. And Arthur's like, fuck you.
Oh, yeah, there's
And
traces
they're
of
like-
it in your
and like,
brainwaves.
we're gonna make you, and then they just run away, and they get away.
Yeah.
And then there's some cops, but it leads to nothing, and they escape.
The cops just die,
They just die because,
which was weird.
well, it turns out that Marvin talks to their ship,
No, I know that.
which links to
And
their
then, like,
thing.
got them
That was
stabbed
awesome.
and
I love that.
shit
He just like turned
But,
off
like,
their
overall,
life
that whole
support.
part
Yeah.
of the book was like, oh, that happened.
Yeah,
and
like it's like, oh, cool. All right. So they escape. They get on their ship, and Arthur starts reading through the Guide to the Galaxy, which he's reading through like the 3 phases of a civilization, which go through like the how, the why, and the where.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to mean something deep. And then Zaphod's like, you want to go get food at the restaurant at the end of the universe? He's like, yeah, okay. The end.
Yep.
Nope.
No.
It leads
All
right into the next
let's-
book, though.
Well, I mean, we just gave the overview of the whole thing. Let's just get into, I guess, like the themes and symbolism of the book and just
First,
discuss it.
Tristan,
Yes.
are you talking to the front of your mic? Because I can't see.
Yes.
All right, just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, all right. So listen to it. Clearly, there was a big variation on like comedy and hilarity. It was. He was one of the writers of Monty Python when he wrote this book.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck?
The author. The author.
Oh, he wasn't?
What's his name? Yeah, he was. He wrote Monty Python sketches.
Douglas Adams was?
Who?
Douglas Adams, the
Yeah.
author?
Yeah, he wrote Monty Python sketches. So you can see like connection between the comedy of this book, quote unquote, and like
Oh man, the author passed away in 2001.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
the Monty Python sketches. So basically he was writing a long form story of a dumb script.
All right.
Can I anything from you guys? Like yes, no?
Well, I don't know. Sure, why not? I don't.
Oh, okay.
You're stating potential facts. I can't agree or disagree with them because I don't know.
I like Monty Python.
I like those. I didn't like this. Sorry.
Whoa. So Jacob didn't like it. Tom, what did you think?
I liked it. I mean, I already read this second one, too.
Yeah. Whoa.
There's what, 5 or 6 of them?
Whoa.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, it's like I said earlier. It just feels like they wrote half a book, didn't have a whole like it wasn't long enough, so they just.
Well, I
filled it
agree
with-
that the ending just kind of happened.
And then the ending, it just ends. There's
It
no.
was like, let's go to the diner at the end of the universe. And then I was just like, yes.
Yep.
I think the only character that goes through a semblance of an arc is Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Yeah. I agree
No
with
one
that.
else goes through any
No,
sort
yeah.
of character growth.
He goes from president of the universe to self-absorbed bullshitter to, well, I care about the people around me and I love
And
them.
he's dealing with like the fact that he performed like surgery on himself to like make him
Yeah.
forget something. He's like,
Yeah.
I have all these ideas and passions, but I don't know why. And when I try to think about them, I get paranoid and worried, and I don't know why. And it's like,
Yeah,
oh, that's
cool.
interesting, but they don't go into it a whole lot. And the rest,
Yeah, they're
of the-
just like,
and then they
oh,
spend,
yeah, he has 2 heads off.
and then let's dedicate 3 pages to a whale's thoughts while it falls through the sky.
Oh,
God,
are we
you
jumping to that
hate
point
that
right?
whale.
All right.
Oh,
so,
jeez.
what happens there, Tom? Explain it.
Because of the improbability drive, it turns the 2 nuclear
Missiles.
warheads.
Warheads, whatever.
As Jake said, into
As I said.
flowers and a whale.
yep.
So they spin like he does this thing where he does like a mini chapter, where it's a chapter that's like a paragraph or 2.
He'll do this for like a section from like the Hitchhiker's Guide that's related to something
Yeah.
that's happening.
Like it might be the whole chapter, which is only a paragraph or 2, is all like italicized and in parentheses. Or
Yeah,
something, just
an
like-
excerpt from the Hitchhiker's Guide, and it just goes into some info.
He did that with a whale's thoughts as it plummeted to the earth after being turned in from a warhead.
Yeah.
as it fell to the earth before splatting and dying instantly.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was all thoughts like, oh, I'm a whale. Oh, wow, I'm flying in the air. Oh, wow, what's that little blue dot? It's getting bigger and bigger as it's falling to the planet. And for
Right.
some reason, that just pisses Jake off.
Right.
Jake, why do you
Jay
hate this
just
whale's
like
thoughts?
is filled with rage.
It didn't make it. It didn't register as a joke, as like funny.
I'm sorry. All right, Jacob just
because I laughed my ass
And then-
off.
I thought it was funny.
You guys
Yeah.
thought it was funny?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was sitting there going, "What the fuck is the point of any of this? It's nothing to do with anything."
What's his pointlessness? Jake said.
Jake, would you believe me if I told you that was the funniest thing I've ever read?
Wow.
Yeah, I would believe you because everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
I'm lying.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
That's not the funniest thing I've ever read. That's pretty funny, though.
Am I dead yet?
Yeah,
Fuck.
you're dead.
Welcome to hell, bitch.
Whoa.
It's just
stop putting these-
It's just podcast
Yeah.
after podcast
Yeah.
after podcast.
That you
never
don't wanna
ending.
do.
Stop putting these pitchforks in my butt, devils. I just want to talk about falling whales and pottery.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Good point. Good point. He sums up a lot of things. Jake, what's next on your list?
I mean, there were a couple of things that I did like that I thought were funny. So maybe I can
Such
touch
as?
on those and then maybe redeem me a little bit in the internet.
I don't know. I hate you a lot right now.
There's the Huluvu,
Yeah.
which is the super intelligent shade of blue.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
I just- it was just like a
shit
throw-
blue. Smart.
Yeah, it's just like a throwaway line while it's just like a list of like species that help
Yeah.
build the heart of gold. It's like, and the Huluvu, which is the super intelligent shade of blue. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, hilarious.
I guess from a point of view as like carbon-based life forms, the idea of like a shade of blue, I mean, intelligence is weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, not all life forms can be carbon-based, right?
That is an
No.
interesting thought. Like on the other side of the universe,
Yeah.
maybe everything's like helium based or
Yeah.
some shit. We don't know.
Yeah.
Like
With the
Just
size
because-
too, it could be everything based.
like physics itself could work differently.
Yeah.
Because they're on like the opposite side of some big black hole that we don't know about, which affects their physics differently or
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
shit.
So we have no idea.
We don't fucking know. We don't know shit.
No, we don't. Which is why science fiction's so cool, because heck, it could be out there. Who knows?
Yeah, another thing that I liked was the babble fish.
Yeah.
Was
Yes,
the thing,
the Applefish. Who by putting in your ear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Suck a dick, asshole. I'm drunk.
Go ahead.
By placing the Applefish in your ear, you can understand and
Comprehend.
any language
Yep.
that was spoken to you.
Yep.
Which is a good
And-
way to deal with the problem of, wait, he's traveling around the universe.
It
How does
was-
he understand
yeah,
everybody?
exactly.
Oh, put a fish in his ear. All right. That makes sense. It's a good...
Yeah, it was just like, all right, here's why everyone can talk to everyone else, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Also, it was a little funny thing where they did an excerpt about that, where it's like the babblefish is a perfect example of why God doesn't exist,
Huh.
because God said, "God, how come you don't? How come you exist?" And it's like, well, if I gave like good proof of how I exist, it wouldn't. They're like, there's no reason for it. And he's like,
Which-
well, what about this babblefish, which only evolved this way, except through intelligent design? And he's like, oh shit, you're right. I'm dead. And like God died, and, it's like, and,
Yeah,
and humanity's
He
like,
immediately
It was like
ceased
why,
existing.
There were
Yeah.
the three top sellers. It was like why God exists, why God does not exist, and why
Yeah.
God is a big piece of shit. Like,
yeah, I like that.
But it's like it's the complete opposite of the last podcast that we did of Lamb.
Whoa,
Whoa!
podcast crossover.
Say we won't. We just did. But yeah, I don't know. Babblefish is pretty dang cool.
That's okay.
Yeah, isn't in the movie didn't it look kind of like a seahorse? I want to say.
Yes.
What did?
The Babblefish.
I don't know. I saw it a long
Did you
time ago.
watch the movie?
Speaking of crossovers, isn't Babel something to do with the Bible?
The Tower of Babel. Yeah,
Tell me it has something to do with language, and I'll freak
it does.
out.
It absolutely
Oh,
does.
Freak out.
That's yeah. Like
Freak out.
Babel is like something that's used in like fiction writing and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Because the Tower of Babel was this big tower that a bunch of nations came together and built, and I can't remember exactly what happened because I'm drunk. But
Right.
God was like, "You guys you're being dickheads. I'm gonna separate you all." So he like forced different languages onto all of the different nations so they couldn't understand each other.
Yeah.
And so was the Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
I don't like any of that story.
I loved every part
Is it
of
about
it.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I loved all of it.
I'm sorry, Tom asked me to describe a thing, and I did the best I could at this point in my life. If you don't like it, you can suck a dick.
We are. What was the book? What you drinking?
Hush now, sweet bird. Hush now.
So let's go into some themes and shit.
Alright.
There's clearly like an absurdist bullshit. Like
Yeah.
you go on tangents a lot.
Like a
Nothing
melancholy
makes sense.
rage, right?
Yeah, he'd be like, I mean, let's be honest. He dedicated an entire paragraph to a whale falling towards like a planet's surface.
Yeah.
Right.
There.
But like, I enjoyed that. I thought it was funny, and it was like a deviation. From
You
the
enjoyed
story.
it?
Yeah.
Wow.
The whale fall in the petunias.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Jeez.
Are we having a disagreement here?
Yeah. Wow. Hey, he enjoyed that part. What the heck? The heck?
I mean, you can like whatever you want. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna
whatever.
stop you.
You can like whatever you want, Tristan.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Why are you guys talking this like?
No. If what I mean,
condescending
if that's what you like.
I like dicks, and I like butts, and I like butts with dicks, and I like this section of the story. Why are you being such dicks about it?
Butts.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the book? Was it the whale falling? Is that what it was? Tristan,
What?
what was your favorite part of the book?
My favorite part of the book is just the general writing sense of it all.
Oh God, what's your favorite one part?
Oh.
the
God
whole
dang
book.
it, Tristan.
He's that
Oh.
guy. He's that guy now.
No, I don't want to be a guy.
And tell me your favorite part of the book, and it can't just
I'll
be.
tell you what my favorite part of the book was.
Thank you, Jake.
Thomas. My favorite part of the book is on page 92/93.
I'm going to it, although I have a different book.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's probably gonna be very different.
All right.
It
what
is the part where
Hey, doll.
What?
Is this guy boring?
It talks
you?
about Sirius Cybernetics
No,
Corporation.
but guys,
It's
what
just
you
a quick-
drinking?
It's just a quick little excerpt that's just talks about like the company that made robots, and the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is like they're just a bunch of dickheads who were who will be the first to back against the wall when the revolution comes.
Yeah.
And it's like also as a side note in the Encyclopedia Galactica that from the future that fell through a wormhole.
Yeah.
It says that the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation were a bunch of mindless jerks who were the first
Yeah.
to be against them when the revolution came. So I'm like, from the future, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It was right.
And that came together, and then they were, and the revolution came, and they were a bunch of dickheads. I'm like, that kind of stuff works. Like those little like random side things that connect to it, like little small things like that. It's okay. Don't dedicate a fucking chapter to it.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they
I
do
liked
that.
the part that you hated a lot.
The whale?
Intertwined with the whale, because after like it had the whale's thoughts, and then afterwards it said, curiously enough, the only thing that went through the mind of the bowl of petunias as it fell was, oh no, not again. And it talks about how many people speculated why that was their last thought, and if we understood why, we would know a lot more about the universe. But I was like, I like that.
How do we know that was his last thoughts, though?
We don't
Because
know.
if you're enough in the future to be able to put a fish in your ear and understand everything that's ever said ever, I feel like you can understand what a bowl of petunias is thinking.
I guess so.
Jake, there's a planet full of mattress creatures. That's where you get mattresses. All right.
There's the pen planet.
Yeah.
Where all of our lost pens go.
Yeah, exactly. It was an infinite number of planet. There's a planet for everything.
Comparable to that whale section was the section when Arthur muttered like, "I don't like the projection of my life at this point," or something like that. And it's like, and that went through a wormhole and went to the other side of the universe where two warring planets were attacking, and his words flew across like
that particular phrase.
That phrase is horrible, and it caused like huge wars. And then they realized after millions of deaths what had actually transpired, and they knew Earth was to blame, and they went to Earth to destroy everything. And then they got sucked into a dog, and then that happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's like,
because they're this big.
what the fuck did that
Very
have to do
tiny.
with anything?
Nothing.
Like, that had nothing to do with anything, and it wasted pages.
Yeah. This is a random tangent. Which, I mean, I like it. It kind of keeps things interesting.
I think
If you have ADD while reading, it's good.
but I don't, and I feel like it drives the story to just a
New
crazy
heights.
halt.
Oh.
No, just a screaming halt. And Tristan takes a nap on the floor.
Tristan is passed the fuck out.
Pass the
Tristan!
fuck out.
Tristan!
Guys, what did you think of this book, though?
Air horn.
Am I on? I can't feel my legs.
What do you think about the symbolism, Tristan?
Yeah, tell that symbolism.
Dude! Hitchhiker?
Yeah?
Hashtag bullshit?
Oh,
I
shit.
can't feel my legs.
Well, that's because they're above your head, and that's how blood flow works. You're laying on the fucking floor!
The doctor said.
Do you think you're ever going to grow hair back on that part of your leg?
No.
It's all scraped away. Don't ride motorcycles, kids.
It's all over.
What else happened?
Yeah, you got the notes.
I got some notes. Let me thumb through real quick. Normally, I would look through the notes while Tom and Tristan vamp, but Tristan's passed the fuck out.
And I don't know how to vampire without any.
You can't
without
vampire
anybody else.
without Tristan.
Can I just drown to death and talk
The
to
problem
Tom?
is that most of my notes are just what happened to each chapter.
Go drink
and
some
nothing
water.
specifically that drew me, because I just found the whole book so bleh.
Ooh.
Yeah. It all just kind of happens for me.
Yeah.
It just bled?
It just bled.
That's a pretty good description, actually. Yeah, I'll take that. It bled. It bled. So wait. Are you telling me out of all that page of writing, that's all the little things you had to discuss? Which, I mean, I don't blame you. Like we said in the beginning, it's a short book.
It is a short book, and
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not the kind of guy to go into symbolism and what the book is, quote unquote, really about, like the time,
Yeah.
it was written, like the government or whatever war was happening,
Yeah.
or whatever shit like that. I read a book
Yeah.
as the actual story
Yeah.
it's telling,
Not about its relevancy in time.
not its subtext of the time it was written in or any of this
Yeah.
shit. I read the story for the fucking story.
Yeah.
And this story did not grab me.
No. So you wouldn't read the sequel?
No.
Okay. Which is titled?
Unless someone told me that it was better than the first.
It's very similar to the first.
That
I would
doesn't
say
grab me.
It just continues the story.
Okay.
It has
If
more
it's
of
in
the
the
same
same-
random kind of like, oh, it just poops out. Let's do this chapter of a paragraph or two that's just kind of
Okay.
completely unrelated. It continues that kind of trend.
I probably wouldn't like it then.
Yeah. I just bought the third one, though. I'm excited to read that, too.
Hey, if you like it, that's totally cool.
Jake, I feel like you're judging me for liking it.
No, I'm sure I like stuff that you, Tom, or you, Tristan, or you, two other listeners, probably.
We're up to 2?
Yeah, dude, we're doing
Wow.
pretty
Thanks a lot, guys.
solid. You probably might not like, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I have a microphone, so I get to voice my opinion to
Yay!
whoever wants to listen. That's how it works.
God, I
You-
hope this is even recording.
that would suck. You want me to check real quick?
Do you know how to?
I mean, we'll find out, I guess.
Here, I got it.
You got. You probably have even a lesser idea than me.
I think it's good.
All right, cool. Can you tell how long it's been recording for?
I would say about 42, 43 minutes.
That's not bad.
Not terrible. We haven't even gotten to where we talk about sequels.
No, we haven't. Tristan.
Tristan! Are you ready? Tell us what your sequel would be.
You're dead.
No, you're not dead. Now tell us the sequel. Boom. They're going to the restaurant at the end of the universe.
As a goat done.
As a goat?
Try one more time.
One more.
Two
Go.
goats take a nap. It's not really.
10 goats take a nap. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy Part 2. 10 goats take a nap. I'd read it.
I wouldn't.
I would.
All right.
It's hard to predict one because
problem
it's
is-
so random.
Exactly.
That's the whole point. It's
You
got
can
the
just be
improbability
like,
drive.
all right, in the sequel, they're on the way to the restaurant, but when they activate the probability drive, they also send out the coordinates that they send out is also a message to Bleep Bloop 7.
Oh, Bleep
And
Bloop
it's
7.
it's
Headhunters.
it's a horrible insult to all of Bleep Bloop 7.
Yeah.
And Bleep Bloop 7 doesn't take kindly to that insult. So they go and they attack them and they get in the crossfires of this big attack. So they got to go and run and they go hide on this other planet. And that planet turns out to be I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
But like it just can go anywhere.
Can I ask you, since I read it, I'll do a little bit of spoilers on that. What do you think of when you hear a restaurant at the end of the universe?
I think of a diner.
Like where at?
Just like it's like the galaxy's just going and then you just hit a wall of black and there's just
That's
a
what-
diner just floating there. That's what I think of.
Like you're thinking XY with me. That's what I thought was like, oh, it's on the outermost edge. They're talking Z, time. This is like what the point of the second one is. They go to a restaurant that they go through a wormhole. It's the restaurant that's at the end of the
It's
universe.
literally all
Yeah.
nothingness.
No, it's like what you do is you go and they have these time things that suck you back and forth through time. And you go and you have a nice dinner and you witness the end of the universe, like the destruction of the universe. And then after the destruction, it's in a force field, so it's protected. They redo the drives, people leave, and they repeat it the next night. And so you get to continuously watch the destruction and end of the universe at the end of time.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
isn't that pretty cool idea,
I like
actually?
that idea. Actually.
I didn't think about because I pictured like you did. It's on the outskirts of the universe. So I was like, oh, that's actually cooler than anything I could have thought of.
That's what everyone would think of. So,
Yeah,
so they
exactly.
they took it one step further of
Yeah.
what you wouldn't
And we're
first
like,
think of.
no, not end, but like time end, not distance end. Like,
But then
that's kind of neat.
when you said like time, the thing I jumped to was that it's just absolute nothingness.
Yeah, well, that's what
It's
it is at
literally-
the end
it's-
of the night before they reset the
Right,
time
you're sitting in a
turbines.
restaurant and you look out and it's just
Yeah.
emptiness for eternity.
There's some guide. He's like, oh, if you look over at that star system now, you can see it completely disappear from time or whatever. Like the star ignites.
That's
or
really
something.
fucked up.
Yeah. And people are like, ooh, ah. Because, I mean, they're about to get back in their spaceships, return to their own time, and be fine. And, of course, I believe they get there via the improbability drive to start with.
Probably.
So-
Because I mean like the Heart of Gold was the first one that had an improbability drive. But like I'm sure at like, you know, tens of thousands of millions of years later, that became more and more common. So then anyone could get there anytime after the Heart of Gold.
Although in the future, you might not even need an improbability drive.
Yeah,
You
they
could
could've
probably
gone with a
time
different-
travel via whatever
just
mode
this
is
time
at that
travel
time.
thing. Yeah.
Although, what's it called? They at the. Oh wait, no, mind. That's another book. I'm thinking about the rest
Getting a
of
little far ahead of yourself.
Get a little far ahead of myself.
All right. So my sequel, Bleep Bloop, Random Planet, Boop,
Yeah.
Random Whale falling,
Yeah.
splat.
So Hitchhikers Part 2, the same thing.
The same thing
All right.
again. All right, that's like the first time I had a shitty sequel. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh,
I'm usually good.
that's what we get for 2,
I'm now
Two in one
3
night.
for 4. I fucked it up.
dude.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
It was
Tom,
pretty good.
No, it wasn't. Don't.
I'm
pander.
just trying to help you out.
I know and I respect that
know.
and I appreciate it. But what's yours?
The thing that I hate is I'd already read the sequel, so it's hard to come up with another sequel.
Well, I mean,
That's what kills
we
me.
were able to do it for Harry Potter.
That's true.
So
Let's see.
show me what you got.
If I was going to end, they would say, let's see, we're going to the end of the universe. And I don't know, along the way, they should run into some more shenanigans with the dolphins. The dolphins are supposed to be the second most intelligent life forms on Earth, and then humans being third. But, like, the dolphins just kind of disappear, go back to their own planet. Whatever happened to the dolphins?
That's a good point.
They explained who the mice are. They're the Migrathians.
They said
or
that the dolphins were
Migrathians.
trying to like warn us, but we
Yeah.
just saw it as tricks. And then they left, quote unquote.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they leave?
Yeah, that, like,
Did they just literally jump out of the water and fly into space?
in the movie, that's kind of what it looked like, but the movie's not. Don't watch the movie.
Like the newest movie.
Yeah, like it was all right. I enjoyed it, I guess. But as they say about any movie, book's always better. Nobody. Although, what's it called? There's certain things I hear that, no, book's always better. Although I hear, no, I don't want to talk about that, just in case we do that in the future. Yeah, so I would like to see more of the dolphins and how their part rolls and what they thought of humans all on the time of living with them. That'd be kind of interesting.
Oh, okay. I got something for the sequel.
All right.
Because they kind of touched on like galactic religion and what they think about God. Maybe explore that more.
Yeah. Well,
Because-
what did they say? I forget what they touched on.
It was
about
just like that. Like there were a couple of books written about like God. It's like
Yeah, didn't one religion believe that like the universe was sneezed out, and then like the end of the universe will be like called the Great Kleenex or something like
I don't
that? That
think
was in the
that's-
book.
That's not the first book though. I don't.
Yeah.
Think. What?
Yeah, they talked about some race believing in like that the universe was sneezed
I don't
out.
remember that.
Dude, definitely in there. If I had a laptop, I'd Google it.
Well, unfortunately you don't, so we can't. But
It's okay. The audience.
I mean,
Are we two? How many? 3 listeners? How many are we up to now?
I'll be hopeful and say 3.
3? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. It's a 50% increase. But
Couple more and we can
they
get-
know. They know what I'm talking
If
about.
we can get up to 6, maybe we can get a sponsor. Who
What?
knows?
Squarespace? What? Spoiler.
No, we're a book podcast, so it would actually make sense if we got Audible.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Unlike everyone else who has Audible, where the connection seems a little disconnected.
Welcome to Gardening Podcast. By the way, Audible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
Good for them.
ours makes sense, so Audible, hit us up. We'll be drunk and read your books.
Yep. So
yeah.
that was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Do you feel like we covered it pretty well? I feel like we did a pretty good job.
As good as we were going to do.
As good.
I mean, I feel like we didn't go very long, but that's just because the book's very short.
Yeah. Compared to
And
the
then
other
Tristan
book we
passed
did.
out.
Yeah.
He's no longer even responding.
I think he might have died.
This isn't a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he is.
He's still in the room.
Yeah.
He is passed out on the floor.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen.
This is not a joke. He didn't leave. He's on the floor asleep. How is he holding his mic? Is he just sitting next
He's
to
just
him?
lying on the ground next to him.
Here's the problem. Neither of us know how to run the recording software. Tristan does that. So we're just gonna have to hit stop and hope it saves. So
This is our first self-run podcast.
thanks for listening. Who's next to
Oh, next is my book.
Is
And,
it? Oh yeah, it is your book. Okay.
And
Thank goodness.
yeah, I chose drum roll. I chose something from the Star Wars expanded universe because I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I always wanted to do something in the expanded universe series.
Cool.
So I googled it. I guess the series to read is the Hand of Thrawn series.
All right.
We'll talk about that in the next episode. But so I chose Heir to the Empire, which is the first of the 3-book series of the Hand of Thrawn series.
When does that series take place?
That is 6 years after the second destruction of the second Death Star. So 6 years after the 6th movie.
after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So not too long after. Not like I know they're about to come out with the new Star Wars movies, and I believe that's 25, 30 years in the future.
Which
So
now
this is even
makes
before that.
now makes all these books non-canon.
They could carry on with the canon and stuff,
but
depending on what they do with the
I
story.
heard that they officially announced that the books were no longer movie canon.
Well, then that makes me wonder what's the difference between canon and then can you break it into movie canon and book canon and stuff. But I guess that's for next week's. Or
I guess so.
Weeks.
No,
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it in a week.
I mean, this is gonna. It's not gonna be. We might do it in a week, but we're gonna release these
We'll
monthly,
release it when we damn well want to.
monthly because.
But just for you guys, because we appreciate you.
Way to pull back the curtain.
We
Tom.
appreciate
Way
you.
to just pull up your skirt and
Big
show
it.
off the dongle.
Look at it. Dong, 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 dong. It makes sounds. And we'll probably, there's a good chance Tristan will stay awake through that one.
I mean, don't make promises.
There's no
you can't
promises.
keep.
Obviously, there's no promise. But, well, we're going to go try to figure out how to stop this thing.
All right, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. This is Thomas.
This is Jacob.
And that over there sleeping on the floor is Tristan. Have a good night.